So Adam fucked up there because he was meant to say something and then he didn't, and I was just like, okay, I'll just go live with the music. So welcome to this week's episode of the Chairsofter Show, where it's already going wrong because Adam's back. But hey ho. So we have the guys from the Monastery UK with us, or some of them. So starting with Billy, and then we'll just work around, and between you can argue who goes next. So just do a brief introduction of yourselves.
So yeah, I'm Billy. Been in the sport for 13 years nearly now. I've done everything from mill sims to speedy shit to now teching on my own guns, doing tech work for the other lads as well, helping them out. But yeah, anything that you want to ask me, just send away and I'll try and answer them as best I can.
Boom. Happy days.
Hi, I'm Hasmine or Hazzy. I've been doing airsoft, I think, for about 5 years now. That's including COVID. I joined the Monastery, and they're a good bunch of lads and gals. And yeah, I feel like they're my family, and they make airsoft fun, and that's what it's about. So yeah, I love it. On to you, Ben.
Yeah, I'm Ben. I haven't been playing airsoft as long as these two. Coming up to 2 years now, and my greatest achievement, I guess, was starting the Monastery and sort of building what we have today with all these great people that I get to play with every time. So yeah, it's brilliant, so made my own sort of extended family from
it. So the first comment we've had in on Instagram already is from Operator 6 saying Billy's our resident quartermaster.
We'll draw next to me, just full of guns or gun bits.
Yeah.
Guns behind me, guns over there, under my bed. You name it.
I just realised I can't spell as well in the comments. I've already messed up my spelling. Hayley the grammar Nazi will be displeased.
Good.
We should be having words.
So yeah, cool. Just before we move into the nitty gritty of the Monastery, couple of bits of news. So Adam brought this to my attention earlier in the week. So Adam, you can talk about it.
Thanks. So Warzone have announced that they're doing. Is it a 3-day event?
3-day event. Yeah.
So they're doing a 3-day event. Pretty well priced as well. Alice just brought it up for me. So, 28th to the 30th of June, and it's 65 quid. And I think that's for what you're getting, as well as all the vendors and all the other bits and pieces that are going to be there. I think that's pretty good, to be fair. And then I think if we're available around then, we'll probably go and do that.
If we can get tickets, I think they've sold. Yesterday they've sold a third of the tickets already, so send out quick, and it's capped at 200 players. So
I'm not surprised. It's half the fucking price of NAF this year. So
that's probably some of the thing as well. They're probably going to be popular because you're going to have all the people that have said "fuck you" to NAF.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're going to do. Yeah.
Been going 10 years, and this is my first year of going. Nah, I ain't paying that.
I was going to say, I think there's a lot of regulars that aren't going this year. Speaking to people I know, so I'm not surprised.
Same as my lot that I know that go every year without fail. They're like, nah, not this year.
Yeah,
it's just the way they've dealt with things that I just don't agree with. I get it that things increase in price and. There's reasons behind increases, but just the fact that they haven't communicated with people at all about it and not said, look, yeah, we know we've upped the price, but because of X, Y, and Z, this is why we've had to do what we do. And probably there'd be a lot of people that go, oh yeah, okay, fair play. But I think there's a lot of people that have gone, do do you know what? No, I'm not going to pay it because you can't even be bothered to reply to us.
Yeah.
And some of their replies as well was just diabolical, in my opinion, as a business.
I mean, Dern Chesney's coming on here saying you hear that NAF 65 quid as well. We got Ragman Fountain in the Instagram asking how everyone's doing after the weekend. So we'll come to the weekend's events in a moment. The first thing is I've actually gone live with the Discord. So
we'll pop up some links after the show for anybody that wants to join. We'll pop them on the story. And jump in and
join the Discord.
I have just sent the wrong one. I have sent the wrong link in the group in the chat.
You just can't get the staff these days.
I don't even know what I.
Is that your OnlyFans? It's your OnlyFans page, Andy.
Oh, again. Don't you just hate it when that happens?
That's the hidden album on Facebook.
Yeah. It's got the word Discord in there somewhere, so if it's not the right one, it's Josh's fault. I'm just going to go with that. Cool. So, yeah, Discord's live. Before we go into it, because you guys, we were just talking before the show about how you guys wanted to play the jail. At some point, and we had a event up there at the weekend. So we actually got a photo of Justin smiling.
Miracle.
I think it just sort of spoke for the weekend, really. That we didn't have any of the usual issues that we get. It was. I had a couple of minor little niggles.
Yeah, the weather was actually all right as well.
Yeah. But look, there's just a big thanks to is it Daff Deranged Photography?
Yeah, Deranged.
It is Daff, yeah. Deranged Photography and Hutchie's Media as well for taking the photos. So like if we just go through some of the silliness. So we decided to do silly outfits. Adam was mad at us for this one when it loads. Adam was not happy about his choice of outfit there.
Oh, I love it. I love the baby. It's a baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Ailey and Andy paying for that outfit.
Ailey was inspired by this one here. I did have one guy that wasn't overly. I wore a kilt as well.
Not a proper Scot though, Andy. Not a proper Scot.
Well, I'm not running around with no underpants on at the jail. I mean, you can just see the quality of the images he's come up with here. You know.
Yeah, the range just put on the Instagram comments saying most welcome kids love doing it.
It was nice to have him out there and have someone.
He also said the event went very well.
Yeah, he's put on here that he was broken on Sunday. It was a fab day,
yeah,
no digs, great weather. Oh. I mean, this photo here I love because it looks like he's literally getting me and AD to go for a fight to the death.
Right. You're going to hit her, and she's going to hit you.
You shoot her, she shoots you. And then in the end, I think we spent most of that game. Well, I spent most of that game waiting for people to actually come get me. So this was a VIP game. And me and AD were the VIPs, and we both had to start at opposite ends of the big long G Wing. So, and they had to get AD to an objective that was in E Wing, was it?
E Wing, yeah.
And I had to go to F Wing Canteen for the extraction with AD in the objective. But we didn't know where the other was going, so.
They got me to the objective and was like, now what? And I'm like, oh.
I spent literally about 20 minutes and had to go looking for a scrap to get people to come inside and actually start hunting down. I literally had to take pot shots.
So I was with the oranges from like about 2 minutes in, to be
honest. Fair, we did sprint from the back of E-Wing all the way to G.
It was a fact I was stood inside for so long, and then I kept sticking my head out and taking a couple of pot shots of people. Here's the lads from Essex, the Spartan boys.
Aww.
That I've known for years. But yeah, that game, I had to stick my head out and take pot shots at Josh. Kerry, when she decided to take the fancy dress off. Oh, Kerry sent her apologies because she's decided to get flu or something. I don't know.
Just inconsiderate.
Excuses.
But yeah, we had some of the lads from the team out as well. So Keith, Brad. In fact, it was pretty much a full showing from our guys.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a miracle. It happens like once a year. So see you in 2025, guys.
I'm trying to hurt Pat sometimes.
This is how I feel on a daily basis.
Okay.
Trying to kill me. Yeah.
I mean, it was just nice to have an event where there was no drama. We didn't have any dickheads around.
It was all just like-minded people, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that just wanted to
really
go and
nice.
have a laugh with your mate, sort of thing. So
This was it. It was oh, hang on, why have I just gone like that? There we go. That's better. It was just nice to have an event where we didn't have any of that drama going on, and we just literally got to chill.
And I had the best day. Even if I didn't play the last game. I was dead after the VIP game. Dead. I did not anticipate how much winning would be involved.
Going on to the comments on Instagram, Hulk saying, did someone say canteen and Hulk angry and hungry all the time? Deranged coming in saying the players made it an easy day to shoot. Players that are fully involved make some pictures. This was it as well. Everyone was. It was nice to actually have people playing the objectives and actually going inside the buildings for a change.
Yeah.
I say, it has been a lot of fun in the buildings.
Yeah, we had a good game in E-Wing. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
It was quite funny because my mate Alex, it was like his first proper airsoft game, I think, or second. So we took him to the jail naturally, one of the hardest CQB sites around.
Yeah, baptism of fire and all that.
And he goes literally, he was like, I was shitting myself when we first went inside into G-Wing, and I was like, yeah, to be fair, I did take you into
the worst one.
One of the worst. Actually, I don't know. E-Wing can be a right bastard.
I hate G-Wing.
I don't know. E-Wing can suck.
Yeah, I made a mistake on the VIP game because I decided when the tracer and the torch were not working, myself in the dark, which was great.
Yeah, it was just nice, and I mean, as Adam said as well, the weather held out for us, and we were blessed with the weather all day. It was a lovely day. Sunday was horrendous, so I was like, we actually lucked out.
Yeah, we couldn't have picked a better day.
I think the telling thing as well was because I'd said to Justin, it's a private game. We shouldn't need too much in the way of marshalling. So if your marshals want to come and shoot. So I think 4 of them came in, didn't they?
Yeah.
The usual sort of guy, the regulars that we see up there these days. They all came in and shot, and then it was literally Justin and one other actual designated marshal running the objectives for the day. So I think the fact that they didn't have to drop their kit and put the high vises back on sort of spoke volumes as well, to be honest. We've all been to those games where it turns into a clusterfuck within 5 minutes. Keith saying wearing a drug rug in that weather was a mistake on Instagram.
Yeah, think about me wearing a fluffy onesie for all day because I was anticipating that the VIP game was going to be the second game, and they're like, "Oh, actually, we dropped it after lunch." Okay, thanks for that. I'm not dying at all.
I think it's because the Orange team got absolutely spanked in the first game of the day, so he wanted to have a game where they stood a chance of winning before lunch. Ragman Fountain saying he walked straight into a wall on G-Wing and fell on his ass.
Yeah, that's
to be fair,
for me as well.
I'd forgotten how low one of the doorways that Justin had cut in there was, so I was walking through and I just went, nearly fell on my ass.
Fine for me, I don't know what you're talking about.
I wonder why. Yeah, at least I had a lid on. That would have fucking hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
people say to me in G-Wing, they're like, "Oh, you've been in for. You need to wear." I'm like, I don't know, and then I lead everybody into a dead end like 90% of the time. Like, oh yeah, turn back, not this way.
Yeah, I got some. Adam as well. You got spanked by Cam Man big time in that last game. It was hilarious. Yeah, I walked out of a building and because it was like I just had my gun up, so it was like trying to make it obvious I wasn't in the game. And Adam took a pot shot at me, and I'm like, mate, I'm already dead. And then Cam Man literally just stuck his head around, popped Adam twice, and went, "You're dead now." And I just hear Adam just go, "Cunt."
I've been there before. I've given myself away like big time, like at level 2 when I was coming up to a corner, and the marshal stood like in the corner, watching from, like, towards each other from opposite like corridors, basically. And I like said something to the marshal, and then the other guy just popped round the corner like brilliant. Didn't say anything. Get myself away.
So yeah, all in all, a great success, I must say. We will do another one in the future, not
Yeah,
anytime
definitely.
soon because I've got other
Planning another
things
one.
going on this year. But we will do
We'd
another
probably
game.
make it a
So.
yearly thing.
Huh?
I think we'd probably make it a yearly thing.
Yeah. Maybe even every
Maybe just go and announce it at
twice
Christmas
yearly.
time.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. We'll wait and see. But yeah, so all in all, a good day had by all. That's enough about that, really. Because otherwise, we could just whitter on with stories from the day all night, and then people would join in, and we'd be here all day. So,
Should do like a separate show just for your like
Yeah, just a debrief.
your
show.
events, like a debrief.
we need what was it we called it? It wasn't after hours anymore, was it? The Chairsofter Show after hours that we were looking at doing on Friday. It was a piss take out of Whiskey Wednesdays, and it was going to be fucked up Fridays or something. Wasn't it? So yeah, the Monastery UK. I've got an echo, by the way, so someone's speakers somewhere are now picking my voice up because I can hear myself.
Hello.
Hello. Right, let's resolve that. I was just very confused for a minute there. So, what is the Monastery UK?
Wow. It's been going around quite a lot. It's more than just airsoft at the moment, because we're doing more brand stuff as well as actual airsoft itself. So we obviously all originated from airsoft, and we all met through the hobby of airsoft, and we still do play, but it's becoming more like the clothing side of it. Like we're communicating with companies outside of airsoft. We're looking down into more of like the gaming sector. So we're trying not to seclude the Monastery into one specific hobby of airsoft. We're trying to be able to branch out into other areas to cover more ground. We've been doing so. Hasmine's been taking control of more of like the skateboarding side of things, and she's been going to local skate parks, and every month we'll have like a bulk of merchandise that we'll happily give away to people. Even on sites, we'll give away like X amount of t-shirts to players on the day, and same for when we go to skate parks. We'll do the same, just to sort of get awareness out there, because I feel like it can't really be secluded in one specific hobby. So we try to branch out into as much as we can. So it started off originally as airsoft, and it is still primarily airsoft. Our sponsors at the moment are all airsoft primarily, and will be for the future. But we are trying to branch more out into other areas as well, like skateboarding. What else are we doing?
What we're not doing, like you said, skateboarding. So of course, me and my other half, especially my other half, he does like martial arts, you could say. So we've got a lot of contacts in that sort of area who would love to represent the brand. People who are into heavy metal or rock music. We've got a few people who are really showing interest in that. People in the car scene and motorbikes, they've shown a lot of interest into the Monastery as well as a brand. So we're just slowly like evolving.
Yeah.
Good.
You've got to keep it fresh. You've got to keep pushing your name out there and getting as much sort of coverage as you can, basically.
Exactly that. Yeah, we're trying to keep it as broad as possible, but not without having to, at a manageable level as well. We don't want to keep it so broad where we end up then losing trails and, missing opportunities because we're too concentrated on something else. So we really want to try and narrow ourselves down to a specific like handful of things. But at the same time, it's not just airsoft. The clothing side of it is going to become more of I try to explain it as something that you can wear airsoft, but something you can also wear down the pub with your mates, and it doesn't look so weird. We're just trying to
finding that little balancing act, isn't it?
Exclude ourselves. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's literally it. Trying to find the balance of where it's not just related to one thing; it can be used everywhere.
Yeah.
We got one on Instagram here saying that the Monastery car scene sounds fire.
Yeah, that's something I've been working on a little bit with some mates back my way.
I'd be
We're all
interested in
quite
that. I
spread
used
out
to
as
be
well.
involved in the car scene a little bit, or know people that were. So
Yeah, we got a few like JDM drivers, a few people with like, you know, newer Skylines that want to, you know, just people that we know, friends of friends that have that are car enthusiasts, and they've said, you know, we'll happily let you borrow our car and you can get some amazing shots of you with a Glock out the window or something.
I mean, that's where my name comes from, because I drive a Mini. So and I am.
Oh,
no.
There's something to it, yeah. So yeah, we got people that are willing to let us do stuff like that. So yeah,
Cool.
and with photo shoots as well, we're trying to add like a new dynamic to it. So we went to where do we go?
Pitt
Street.
Wingstop. So we went to Wingstop and spoke to the staff, and they allowed us to take loads of photos in the actual shop, all wearing our like gear and stuff. So
that's cool.
It's really cool. Yeah,
controversy around
people wearing gear out in public.
Yeah, but no, it's good. Like, as long as you're being safe, I don't see there's an issue with it. Like, it was at the end of the day, it's just a bit of fun and some photos, really, isn't it? It's not like you're taking.
Was this relating? I think I know the photo shoot you mean. Was this one with Cat and Red Panda as well, where they just decided to wear a lid with some nods on, and people went ballistic for no reason whatsoever. Those photos were sick.
They are sick. They're fucking awesome pictures.
Like, fuck what anyone else says. Just do what you want.
Yeah.
You're not endangering anyone at the end of the day. It's not like you're taking your gun out with you or whatever, is it? So...
No, it's not like you've gone out with your M4 and then an ARV's had to turn up and pop you because they think it's a real one.
Yeah, exactly.
And then next thing we know, airsoft's banned.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, all the guns stay at home, fortunately, during these photo shoots, unless they are on airsoft sites themselves.
Yeah.
Or private land.
Or private land, yeah.
We're trying to get some done.
But yeah, like we did get inspired a little bit by Kat when it comes to doing more like outside stuff. But yeah, like you say, it's just having fun with it, and I think that's what it's all about now. A lot of teams, you know, are very similar in a sense of like camo and just taking pictures in the woods and stuff, and it's all nice. And like everyone can do what they want to do. We're just not that team, you know. We're just
it's just nice to push the boundary and do something different, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll slide along the floor and, you know, whatever. We don't care. Like,
like me at South Coast last Thursday.
Yeah,
absolutely ate the dirt. I was like, still got up and was like, let's finish this round. And I was in clip, so I was like, I have to stop.
But with that, like, if anyone has any like photo shoot ideas, like who's watching, any photo shoot ideas, just drop them in. Like, we're happily
or stuff you want to see done by us, we can give it a go.
We have had a question from Trojan166 on Instagram saying, "Where is the Monastery next playing?"
Of course, Tom.
So Sunday we're going down there Z-Mart, so I'm going to be down there on Sunday.
What is that like?
I personally have never been there. Have you two?
No, we haven't.
Nope.
No, so it's a old Debenhams.
For being my local site, I've never played there. That's the funniest bit.
I think for me, part of it, because it's not really too far for me, but I think part of me is like, I remember the glory days of them. Like, I don't think it'd ever match up.
I didn't like them all.
Ooh, controversial.
I like the site, I just didn't like it the way it was run. That was my big one.
Oh, Luke says... No, he's not here. No, I mean, I think my thing for it was the fact that when I first went, I really enjoyed it. And then slowly, as it started going... It started going and going and going, and then the last game was just horrendous. I think it was just like it just got to the point where people stopped caring in the end.
Yeah,
if that makes sense, because it's like we're going now.
Yeah, so I had it like the first 3 or 4 games I did there, absolutely loved it, and then they were like, "Oh, we've lost the contract. We've only got X amount of time left." It just seems like the marshals gave up, the players gave up as well, and it was just people just going there to shoot each other. That's the big thing I didn't like about it.
Yeah, I always found the Thursday evening games ran better as well.
Because most night games run better, in my opinion.
You tend to get a different breed of player there, I find, where they've gone just because they want to play, not just because they want to go out with their mates and dick around with realistic firearm or looking imitation firearms at the end of the day. So, like, yeah, the evening games, we used to literally finish work, drive straight down there, play all night, and then go into work for 7 o'clock the next day.
Nice.
Like,
I've been down.
for me, it was like, it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock finish.
Like we've been saying, we've been really enjoying the Saturday games at the minute, so we can have Sunday to just like recover, basically.
Yeah, that's it as well. And the thing with Saturday games as well, it's no different to when we went to Rift's new site at Dunmo. You go in on the Saturday. Oh, hello, Cinnamon. You go in on the Saturday game, then you're going to get lower numbers as well because people tend to play on a Sunday because they're busy.
Just a given day, isn't it? Yeah.
So you just end up with a better breed of player, I find, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Chesney's saying here that Zed Mark can end at any time. If
It
the
can.
Speakerheads get shot, it's ended.
Mm.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. It is at the end of the day, isn't it just part of it's still an active shopping mall, and it's only the old Debenham store that's.
I believe so. Because they tell you that you can't walk through with your kit on because you will be walking through a public area.
Yeah.
That's part of the rules. I'm not too sure. I'm sure someone can correct me on it, but I did read the site rules earlier, and it did say when you leave, you have to be basically escorted by a marshal because they need to make sure you've got nothing.
Yeah.
On you.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
Sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, it's things like that as well that will end this. You know, again, as we said earlier, you guys going out with a helmet on with some nods on or whatever, that's not so much of an issue.
Yeah.
Because people can buy that shit. Like, people got like replica quad nods with the Call of Duty game, didn't they, when they did the first Modern Warfare?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the fact that you've got potentially real ones, people don't know that.
No. I mean, if you can buy it on Amazon, then what's wrong with it?
Oh, speak of the devil, Cat's just joined in on the Instagram.
I was just going to say that,
Flash up has joined.
We've had a question from
Ears burning.
as well.
Any one thing, favourite part of kit? So
if we just go around, what's your favourite part of your kit, I guess?
Hasmine?
HPA all the way. I'm sorry if no one else.
I might be converted after Saturday because I had to go with the MPW and I was just like,
it's.
I love the way forward.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of giving them my MTW for the first half of the day on Saturday, and
as much as I love my Evo, I might be converted. I might have to HPA the Evo and become Justin's most hated person.
Why do you have to HPA it? There's a HPA one you can buy off the shelf.
Yeah, and then I have the electric one as a backup in case the HPA one shits itself.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think majority of us run HPA. I think there's only a few of us that don't now. My favourite part of my kit is my pistol, to be fair. I put a lot of time and effort into my high capper and money. And yeah, I mean, if it isn't my favourite, then I feel like it was a waste of money. So, yeah.
I'm just trying to cover up that comment from you, Dan, but I've seen it, and yes, I do.
What, you mean that comment?
No,
I can't move it. I was hoping I could move it around the screen as well. Just
What about you, Billy? What's your favourite part of your kit?
Oh God.
Pressure.
put you on the spot now.
Favorite part of my kit. That's a hard one, actually.
You've got so many guns, don't you?
Well, there's one there, 3 there, 4 there.
Doesn't have to be a gun. It can be kit as well.
See, one of our sponsors, Chairsofter, I absolutely love their belt design that they've got. It's more towards the speed softers, but even before I was more into the speedy side of life, I had bought that because I wanted something lightweight that I could just run with easy enough, and it just keeps everything just so low profile into your body that it just feels like it's part of you. So that's what I quite like about the Chairsofter belt.
It's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, he does have a lot to pick from, though. Has anyone ever said eye protection? Because, it stops you from being blind.
No, well, that's a very valid point. The most important bit of our
It's
kit.
nice.
I mean, we love our guys. Don't we? So,
I actually
Yeah.
do look quite like my new mask though.
He's gonna get it.
I was gonna say, Billy's got one as well. No,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Oh,
Nice.
yeah,
So yeah,
I won't get
mask.
anywhere without it.
so it's the push mask. Cost me an arm and a leg, but it's just so comfortable. It's light, and then like the dyes and everything. That's what I've quite enjoyed about using this at the moment, because I've got the Dye i5, I've got normal iPro, got Delta mics, everything like that. The Pit Vipers as well. But that push mask is just something different. It's so easy to breathe in, but
Yeah.
no fogging or anything. So
Yeah.
obviously,
Saying in the
That's the
comments on
main thing for me is
Instagram, you can
fogging.
start your own
I need
airsoft shop.
iPhone that doesn't fog.
I mean, I'd love to wear lower face and a pair of glasses, but every pair of glasses I've tried just steam up within like minutes. Or if you use anti-fog, it's not steaming, it's just getting wet, and then you're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
is that a
look,
person over there?
try to look
I mean,
through,
my iPhone shoots anyway, so you know what mine's like. But
Yeah,
I've had
I think-
better results with my blocks, but they're not foolproof. Like if I get really like,
I can't
warm,
wear your blocks.
yeah, it's not great. So I just default to my dye every time, basically. So
yeah, obviously I've got
That's
blocks,
what
I've got
I am.
hits, I've got my Dye, I've got my push, and out of all of them at the moment, the main two I used to resort to was my Dye and my pits, because my pits weren't fogging, but sometimes my blocks did. Which
I've
was
had
weird.
someone asking about even blocks on Instagram. So
Yeah.
I tried on Ailey's blocks. For me, they just felt too open at the side.
yeah, I
Well,
think
if
it
it's
depends
just
on
a
a lot of your
particular
face
pair-
shape as well. Like I've got quite chubby cheeks sort of here, so I feel like the glasses sort of sit nicely there. But I know some people have had that issues where it's really open sort of here. Obviously,
I
that's
would say
not
with that
ideal,
though,
so, yeah.
Block took that into consideration. They made a full gasket seal now for them,
Okay.
so
Fair play.
you can actually seal off that bit underneath where
Oh,
you
that's
think
cool.
it might be damaging.
JG09 saying use revision wipes, never get any issues on Instagram. I mean, yeah, to be fair, the
Yeah, I
revision
always
wipes
use
are
the
good.
revision. That's what I gave to you that day.
Yeah,
I can't fault
honestly,
revisions.
like even just getting wet, like it was getting to the point where like I was just getting there's more moisture than anything, but even that just seems to run off now, and it's so much less of an issue now. So I'm going to have to get some.
I use the muck off stuff because I wear my glasses, so I put a dye mask over the top, and I
Okay,
wear my
yeah.
actual glasses, and it's
Yeah,
like my dye's actually fine, but it's my glasses that are the massive issue. So I use it's like muck off premium anti fog, and it's the
I've
only
never
stuff.
tried wearing with glasses. I always wear just my contacts, so I just have to put them in.
I'm in the process of getting contacts because it's
Yeah.
very, very annoying, but it's just the fear of putting things
It
in
is
my eyes.
okay.
That,
Sometimes it might just be easier to wear glasses, and then because like half the time I get mine in, and then I feel like I've got grit in my eye or something, and then I spend the whole day like. Ugh.
Or it takes you half an hour to actually put them in.
Yeah.
I know what you mean about it, Ben, as well. Like I can't even watch people put contacts in; it creeps me
Yeah.
the fuck out. People going in their eye. I'm like, nope.
No, touching my eyeball doesn't bother me. Just my eyes don't want to cooperate sometimes, and
And I feel like if I,
with someone and they had contacts in, he's actually in the chat, Tenacious, and he was like, my contact lens has fallen out, and you just see his lens like sticking out of his eye, like that. It's still in the bottom, and I'm like,
literally,
I would say it happened to him at South Coast as well when we played down South Coast.
did it?
He was running around. He was like, my contact. You just see him like doing that,
Yeah.
like so he could still see properly because his contact was falling out.
Bradley, let me just grab it for you so then you can see it. It's on Amazon. 2 seconds.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I mean that's the thing. Like, iPro is probably the most important bit of kit we have,
absolutely.
and it's the most undervalued piece of kit that we have as well.
Yeah.
Like teeth can be replaced to an extent. Might cost you a fucking
Nice,
fortune.
$3,000 a tooth, roughly.
Yeah.
The reason I know that's because my mate
From
lost his
experience, or
That stuff.
tooth. No, not me.
Only a little bit.
Well, hang on. Let's make it bigger on the screen so you can read that properly. There. Let's just do that.
There we go. Yeah, that's just literally.
Oh, you should use that for dirt biking. That stuff's
I was just about to say that's the same people that do the bike
Yeah.
stuff. Isn't it?
yeah, I've seen that. Like, I think probably not that, but you can get muck off general stuff for like cars and stuff.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can. Yeah, so it's just
But
basically
you can probably only
cleaning.
get that on Amazon. So yeah.
Can I just point out Dan Chesney doing a full BBC thing here, by the way? Amazon, other regions are available.
Thank you. We don't want to be sued.
Holt saying belt buckles as well. I mean, yeah, belt buckle. I'm loving my 511 belts at the moment. They're just fabric with plastic clasps on them, but they just hold so well. I wear them every day. Like I got pissed off with leather belts. You stretch the holes and it's just like they just look shit after about 2 months.
So I was just without Velcro in a belt if I have to wear a belt nowadays.
We've got Wendigo in the Instagram chat as well saying he's been shooting the tooth. I genuinely saw one guy end up with a hole bored through the front 4 teeth at a game. It was horrendous. That can't have been cheap to fix.
So I play a lot with my old man as well. I've managed to put a BB through his cheek and he spat the BB out.
Oof.
Oh, no, thank you.
Oof.
All part of fun.
Yeah.
No thanks indeed. But no, yeah, it's probably it really with our kit. I mean, I don't know. I'm still trying to build my kit up personally. There's a few things that I do want to get, but
what's next in line for you then?
I don't know. Probably a Heretics, to be fair. Article 1 Heretics. If not, then an NTW. But yeah, that's long down the line yet, because obviously they're quite.
You're preaching to the converted here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I played at Airsoft for about 6-7 months, and then I got my first HPA engine. And then, never looked back from there, really. And a lot of people said it was too soon, because obviously I'd only been in it for a little while. And I thought, I'll bite the bullet, I'll manage the problems. And I had a lot of issues, like had a few like motherboard replacements and everything. Like,
it's a learning curve, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but it's up and going now, and I'm scared to take it apart, but it's there.
Yeah, but Ben, you know now if anything does go wrong, you're literally going to go, Billy.
Yeah, I'll just go, Billy.
Fix this for me, please.
please. Yeah, so, I never looked back, so.
So what you need is, everyone needs a Billy, basically.
Yeah. Just ask these two as well, though. The amount of times I've been to sites, and because people know me, they go, Billy, I'm having this issue. Literally, I'm sat there before game starts, fix about 4 different guns, get them ready, to go play.
Got a little production line going.
Coming soon to the Monastery UK, Billy's tech service.
Yeah.
I do it for fun. I don't do it for payment. Fuck that.
You heard it here first. The Monastery UK tech service, free of charge.
You're digging a hole here, Billy.
Case a monster. I'll be happy.
The Speedsofter's diet.
Well, Monster Energy.
That's just my diet for
Which
fucking
one,
my normal job.
Which one?
I don't know what it's called. It's the one with like all the sugar skulls on it.
Mango Loco.
That one. Yeah, that's the one.
Boy.
Good choice.
Good shout.
Pacific Punch is my go-to at the moment.
Yeah, I like that one. It's a good one.
I love Monster. The one with just like the ordinary one with the green M. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
just
classic.
original, yeah.
I'm happy. I love Aussie Lemonade personally.
Got
That is my
OG.
absolute favourite.
Some
Yes,
very
Airsoft
different
Cat is
choices.
agreeing with me. Aussie Lemonade, best
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aussie Lemonade. That's good with a vodka shot in it.
Oh,
I mean,
No,
Monster.
lemon vodka
That-
that I had.
I say it's heart attack material, but it's good.
I think Monster's been ruined for me by that guy on TikTok. Is it Craig not Craig
Craig
or
not
something?
Craig.
And he
I
does
love
just
him.
like the shitty mixes with that stuff. Just
other brands of energy drinks are available.
Got no Red Bull merch in here
yeah,
currently.
yeah. We'd better say that actually, otherwise, First and Only Airsoft might accuse us of being sponsored by Monster Energy next.
Oh, yeah. Careful.
Oh, that's the point. Did anyone in the photos who's watching this? Did you spot the subtle publicity
Easter
stunt?
egg.
Yeah, the little Easter egg that we have a special little game in our team.
Yeah.
Can we like ban Rich Cooper from the Facebook, please.
Yeah,
No.
that's not.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, you need to.
Oh.
go.
No, that's
yeah,
going there because I know it'll piss you two off.
Can I just? I don't know if you. I can't bend my arm the right way. Oh, ignore my bruise.
You got any more?
Oh, wow.
Formula One fans will know what that is.
I'm just calling the photo up now for the Easter egg. Oh, you can't see it in that one. Damn it, Daff, you got the wrong angle.
I believe Craig / Jesus is the current owner of the patch.
I think he is, yeah. So basically, we've got a patch from a site that gets passed around between everyone, and we place it on people's kit. And I was just like, I basically wanted to take back control so I could restart the game because it's been stuck with the same people for like fucking 3 months or something like that. Yeah. So if you'll notice, we've got a patch from our favourite airsoft site in the world. And the image is good. You can actually see who it is. And that now makes its way around the team. But I thought I'll just wear it just for the banter. Justin never clocked it. Oh, this just in. Hang on. Sorry, just some following on from the last episode. Keith has just put a comment in saying, "Have you heard about Operation Scorpio canning it in this year?"
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, this was something that we spoke about last week. That basically it was an airsoft tournament for, was it £100,000 cash prize or something?
It was a lot of money, whatever it was. Yeah,
I think I'm sure it was.
We were discussing it or you were discussing it on the last episode, weren't you? With Luke from the bunker.
Yes, I mean they've not. From the looks of it, they haven't actually been active since December last year. Oh, 5th of Feb. There we go. There was something, but nothing since then. So it sort of says that full refunds will carry over. They're not there yet, but yeah, I mean, it's not going to work. We spoke about this last week. It can't work when you've got a money prize like that. Airsoft just won't be fun anymore.
No,
and it goes against everything that people like yourselves are trying to build up, and we're trying to, but I end up ranting like in the last episode.
Yet.
It just isn't the sport to do it. Not that much.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money.
It's extremely ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
And as Keith's saying there as well, £300 per person for entry, over £300 per person.
Yeah.
That's
so
10 game days.
Based off of entry, then was it like, oh, this could change depending on like interest sort of thing? Or
it didn't say it; just said £100,000 prize fund.
I just feel like it's gonna encourage cheating.
They couldn't even spell tournament correctly, so that shows you everything you need to know.
I can't spell either.
Yeah,
I mean, 100 grand sitting around, you'd at least get someone who can.
Yeah.
You know. Oh yeah, I'll get someone to proofread.
It's encouraging the wrong kind of people, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, what £300 a person? You know, that's a few games at South Coast or the jail or Level 2 or wherever. Like, that's literally 10 game days, pretty much.
Honestly, that covers me for like nearly 3 months worth of playing. £300.
Yeah. I was going to say, over recent years, I don't think I've spent that, or I've only just broken that on game days because I've not been playing anywhere.
Bought it like £40 a game day, then that's I can't do maths.
So what we're talking about these sorts of events. While we're talking about these sorts of events, then have you guys got anything planned, big event wise, this year?
Yeah.
Go on, Ben.
Yeah. Oh, you want me? Okay, yeah, I'll talk. So our first birthday is coming up in July. Around then, and with a lot of things going off. So a guy, Lewis Rush, is running an event down at Ambush for RRE. We got the UCAL event, which is happening at the beginning of July, and then NAP happening in August. So for us to be able to host an event around that time period is very ambitious of us to believe that people are going to prioritize us over these already great events that are actually happening. So for us personally, we will be holding an event, but it will be later on in the year to sort of celebrate our birthday when everything has settled and died down.
Yeah,
That's fair.
With the actual birthday event itself, we will be around July. We'll hire out somewhere, maybe like at the top of a nightclub or something, and then it will be just an open invitation for anyone who wanted to come and just have some drinks, you know, and just not necessarily celebrate our birthday, but just to come down and it's just a social, really. Instead of it being airsoft or an event, let's just all go on a piss up somewhere and just make mistakes. But we will be attending some events this year, so we're going to plan on going to the Shift Your Rift event.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. Yeah.
We don't know if we'll be playing, but we'll definitely be there for the social side of it, the car boots, meeting the vendors, everything around that side of it. The UK event in July, we'll probably end up going to the charity event for a day or two. And then I don't know what else we got going on. I know there was like a barbecue social or something, Hasmine, you were talking about.
Yeah, it was just more Dirty Dog. It's just trying to find like the time and everything because it's quite far for us. Because we're
you're all sort of South Coast based, really, aren't you? So yeah, it's quite a way. I mean, it's quite in the Midlands, so yeah, I can imagine it's worse for you guys. But Dirty Dog, we went last year, about a year ago now. Wasn't it? Yeah, Feb 2023, I think. For one of the UK events, and it was a really great site. So it's worth it, definitely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, where we're literally the bottom, everything is so far away from us.
Yeah.
We have our like 5-6 sites that are around us, which are even then it's like 40+ minutes drives to even get to one of our locals. Not so much Ambush because it's right around the corner from Hasmine, but it's quite far for us to get to any of these, I guess, popular sites.
You'd have to make a weekend out of it, wouldn't you, if you were going to go further afield?
Definitely.
Kate's saying on the Instagram that she loved Dirty Dog. It's a great site. I need to get up there.
We'll drag it one day, Andy. We'll drag it down south as well.
I was going to say, we need to drag you to Ironside first.
Yeah,
I need to get back to South Coast first. I miss that site, man.
Yeah, we want to get there as well. We haven't been there yet.
Gary is life.
He is. He's amazing. I love Hot Wheels.
I've just remembered, actually, I need to chase him because we meant to have him on the show before Christmas, but he wasn't well, so we didn't get him on.
Well, let us know when you come down because we're literally all over.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Definitely, 100%.
Quite a lot of teams down there that we run around with as well. So we'll build up a nice, strong team and get going.
It's probably going to be later in the year because I'm looking. I've only got 6 weeks left until I'm banned.
From May.
I'm probably going to have one all through August now as well. I know I can't because we're going to.
Well, that's not really like your fault. You're going to be out of the country, so.
No, that's in September, October. Dirty Dog is too far north for Andy. It's not too far north. I drove up for the.
We're north, Andy. All right, so.
I drove up for what was it? The opening of BZ last year when they had the open day last year. I drove all the way up there for that. It was just I had to leave early because I had chronic toothache, and then I ended up having to get a root canal as a result of that. Horrendous.
That's another event that's happening, isn't it? BZ Fest.
Yes, BZ Fest.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
And all these events look like they're going to do well because so far there's a shitload of places still available at National Airsoft Festival.
Yeah.
When you think how sales were doing last year, they only sold 793 tickets so far.
Say with ticket release and everything, this time last year they were already just shy of 1,000 sales. Like this time last year.
Yeah.
I think people just fed up all the whole bullshit. Like, no, that's enough.
Yeah. People are voting with their pockets, aren't they? Hopefully.
As they should be, yeah. BZ announced this morning that Vortex Optics are going to be joining them for BZ Fest. So
interesting.
Good old Chris.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. We are planning on trying to get up there as well. But yeah,
it's not far from Dirty Dog, so
like a 4-hour drive for us to get up there.
Have a look while you're up there, sort of thing.
Emerson in the comments. I've seen Warzone are doing a 3-day event. Well, Emerson, if you were here at the beginning of the show, you'd have heard us talking about it.
We've discussed this one.
Yeah. It's always like him coming on saying, "Oh yeah, Gunman Airsoft Midlands are doing a weekender as well."
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
If anybody would
apparently
like to
so.
join and play on Team Griffin, that'd be great. So we actually have people to play against. That'd be great. Thanks.
He's only got about like 7 spots left, though. To be fair.
Yeah, so if you want to come and have a go at Gunfighter Tactical, be our guest.
I was going to say, we took that over pretty much, didn't we? We sold an entire team for his event.
Yeah, we are pretty much the other team.
It's a good place to be. good place to be. But so we have to make a choice really whether we're going to Shift Your Rift or BZ Fest really in terms of what we want to do. Because they're both quite long weekenders. BZ's going to be at both, so it's like, you know, we'll go to BZ Fest to meet BZ and then like obviously all the vendors that are there, or we go to Shift Your Rift and meet BZ anyway, and it's only about 40 minutes up the road as opposed to 4 hours up the road. So
that was aimed at Silky, by the way.
Well, that's it as well, because for you guys, it's like Shift Your Rifts is Oxford way, isn't it? Abingdon. So, I mean, Christ, that'd be if I was over our other site for work, I'd literally be on their doorstep anyway. So it's like, that's not too far for me, really.
No.
So it's not too far for us, but an hour-ish down.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it falls. When is Shift Your Rifts? Because I think it falls within my ban.
It's the end of June, bank holiday.
It's the weekend before. You are definitely not allowed to play.
But you can still come for the social.
Yeah, social.
Yeah.
That's only £5.
I'll come for the social.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't mind me with like scars on my face and a tooth missing for
my wedding
pictures.
Oh.
I'm so glad she doesn't watch this back.
Because you'd definitely be in the shit.
I haven't even said anything. It's you fucks.
What are we talking about?
Adam hasn't even had his half his bottle of Brave Juice today.
I've had my half bottle and
Well, we've made our way to a bottle already. And
no, that's not the Brave Juice. The stuff I've been drinking, smoked honey bourbon, that turns you into an absolute gremlin.
So yeah, so really to recap on that, we will have some sort of event, but time-wise, we're not too sure. We need everything else that's already extraordinary going on to sort of come to an end before we can even start thinking about it.
Yeah. And later in the year, if you like, whenever you announce the specific dates or whatever, then you can obviously sort of try and plan ahead, and people can plan ahead to come as well if they're making a journey from wherever, etc. So yeah,
definitely. Yes.
This is it, and it's like you just got, unfortunately, the time of year you just got to make the most of what free time there is, because July, August time is always going to be busy for events. There's always weekenders going on, whatnot, especially the August bank holiday.
Yeah.
And it's not even just in the airsoft world, you know. Like for me, you've got like the International Air Tattoo going on. I usually try and get up there, try and represent a bit as well, go and annoy some people from work while I'm up there, things like that. So
yeah, and obviously we've got little ones as well, summer holidays and stuff like that. So
this is it as well, you know, kids, as you said, summer holidays, you know, people go away, whatnot. It's just the time of the year, really.
Yeah, it's just not realistic, really. We've even thought maybe I'll do it the month before, maybe go to June. But even then, I think there's some stuff going on then, and it's just not doable.
You won't be allowed to come, so.
Let's be honest, I've only got to get up to the 3rd of June.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
So yeah, it just seems really unrealistic for us. But we have other stuff in the pipeline. We have stuff with an upcoming sponsor. I don't know how much I can say, but we have some products being made with them, with our current sponsors as well. We have like collaborative products being made with those. So there'll be actual Monastery products being made for airsofters, which would be really cool. So it's not just going to be your typical garments anymore. So there will actually be some tack clothing and slings and stuff like that actually being made with all of our branding on it, supplied by already like credited retailers essentially.
That's cool.
So there is a lot in the pipeline, and unfortunately for us, it is a bit of a slow time at the moment because it is now just a waiting game. These are taking, these have been in the works since December, and these may not even be out now until the beginning or the end of April. So it's now just this big 4-month wait of like, once it's out, it's going to be brilliant because it's going to be like, oh, look, we've got our own product, and it's going to be brilliant. But it's just that wait now, and there is so much coming up. We've got loads of photo shoot ideas, loads of experimenting to do. We're working on our summer collection where we're going to be stepping a little bit more away from airsoft and trying to do more casual wear, like bucket hats are coming and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to get some really cool, like, I don't know, paddling pool, like swimming shots and stuff, just some like inflatable flamingos with our bucket hats
coming.
Stuff like that. So it's going to be really fun. It's just unfortunately February and March has been a bit slow, but once April kicks back in again, it's going to be. I'm trying to enjoy the couple months where it's been a bit quiet because I know in the next 6 months after, it's going to be absolute chaos for us guys. Like they going to be attending events, and then we've got product releases, clothing releases. And then everything on the skateboarding side as well. And then we've got like another project coming up. I don't know if Hasmine wants to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, basically, me and the women of the monastery, we are creating our very own female community called the Sisterhood. We will just want to support, it's not just like airsoft, it's basically anyone and everyone, so we can sort of just support and empower women of all kinds of backgrounds and interests. And we're going to probably start small to start off with, just to sort of get people involved and talk to people, do meetups and everything. And then once we sort of got the sort of foundation, then we're going to expand and grow and everything. Basically anyone and all women basically are all welcome. And me and Becca and Charlie, we're gonna of course so get the ball rolling and then get others involved, like B, Libby, Beth and all that, or basically our whole family, just to support and everything as well. It's going to be amazing, I hope. And everyone, it's just before welcome to be part of it.
Oh, that'd be good. Once you get that up and running, definitely sort of give us a shout and we'll
definitely.
Becca's just tagged it in.
Things for you as well, because that's definitely the sort of thing that we want to sort of promote as well, definitely.
Yeah, sure.
Bring back the Spice Girls.
Becca's just tagged it in your chat as well for the live stream on Instagram, for the Instagram page that's coming.
But yeah, so that we got that coming up. So that's launching probably end of this month, beginning of next month. And like Hasmine said, it's not necessarily airsoft, so it's nothing like UCAL. It's nothing to do with that. It's not a competitor. We're not rivaling them or anything. We're doing our own thing separately. We're talking coffee mornings. We're talking events and stuff where females can come and just talk about stuff. Or a very good example you told me once, Hasmine, was if someone was like, oh, I really want to get into this, but I have no one to go with. She'll plop it in a group chat with loads of girls and they'll be like, yeah, we'll come with you. And then they're not on their own. They can go with 5-6 other girls, and then they haven't got that fear of doing something or taking the leap into something on their own anymore.
Yeah, I think that's very important these days, like with sort of girls, etc. I find, personally, like, I find it difficult to sort of like reach out and make new friends with people that I don't already know, if that makes sense. So doing events like that where you all feel sort of comfortable, and you could maybe bring someone that you do already know, but you can also meet new people as well. And just all have a group sort of thing is really nice to be able to do that. So yeah.
That's always the thing as well. Groups can help break the ice as well, because like unless you're sort of like me and Adam and some of the other guys that we know, that you can literally just talk bollocks to anyone. And I mean, that's how me and Adam met. We just literally spoke shit to each other about airsoft, and that was what 7 years ago now.
Blimey, yeah.
It's how you meet a lot of people in airsoft, isn't it? First, it starts with, "Oh, that's a nice gun," and then
Yeah,
4
just
hours
chatting
later,
shit.
you're still talking about that same gun.
I was saying in a few episodes ago, I still talk to one of the guys that I literally met on my second game in airsoft ever,
Yeah,
and we still talk to this day. We haven't played together for years, but we still catch up with each other every now and again and see how we're getting on, find
yeah,
out about each other's airsoft journey. And that's the thing. It's like you can just make friends for life in it, really.
yeah. You can, and like the amount of people that, so yeah, I'm coming up to 2 years. So the amount of people that I call friends within airsoft now is just unreal. Like even outside of the monastery, like the monastery itself. So my cousin who's in the monastery got me into it because he'd been playing for about 4 or 5 years before, and he got me into it. He took me down to a site called Spec Ops down in Poole. We went down there for one game, and then we went to the bunker for a game, and I got absolutely shredded because it's pitch black. I had no torch. I was running a rental Firehawk that wasn't feeding. But then as soon as I got my own gun, it was just, I just went off with it really. And it was just, it was amazing. And the amount of people I've met on the way, like both my brother-in-laws play as well. So we've just created this massive group of people. And then the people outside as well, like Hasmine was mentioning, like Beth Libby and everyone like that, who's not necessarily part of Monastery, but actually are, because they just help us in so many ways, and they just support us in every way that they possibly can. So it's really, really, really good hobby to get into if you do feel like you need to make friends or you feel like you need to be a part of something, because it is so supportive. And no one's really judgmental either, I find. Like no one's really looking at you like, oh, look at him, or not, you know what I mean? Everyone is there for the same reason.
I find the vast majority, you'll ask them a question or something, and the vast majority are way more happy to help than like they would be in sort of like, I say the real world, you know what I mean? Like non-airsoft things. Like everyone's like, oh my god, of course, like I'll help you, like let me show you, and then you know how to do it, sort of thing, rather than them just being like, how dare you not know that? Like,
and people just love chatting shit about their own guns as well. Like,
we had a question come in a while ago, and it sort of skipped. I missed it. So, Ragman Fountain saying on the skateboard side, have you guys seen Lords of the Swords?
No.
No.
Also, we're not really in that sort of scene anyway. Like I have 2 instances. I have like my personal and then my airsoft one, so I literally follow solely like airsoft people on that one. So
no, definitely.
It's either airsoft or food, depending on what we're doing.
Mine's airsoft or Ghostbusters.
What restaurants are we going to next when we meet
up?
Sorry, Craig just threw me off there completely. So he talks shit about his guns because they are shit.
Yeah, and I feel like the pub afterwards as well is normally quite an important part of an airsoft day. I mean, us guys will always go to the local pub afterwards, have a drink, have a chat.
On Saturday, and it was great. It was nice to be able to
even if 2 people did turn up uninvited. Chesney.
Actually, so I'll let him off that one.
It was the fact. So I booked a table like a couple of weeks before. I had it all planned out exactly who was going to be there, and then I get there and I'm like, where am I going to sit? Who's turned up uninvited? Who's here? Who shouldn't? I was like, who's here? Who shouldn't be here?
Andy had to sit on the end of the table.
I was going to order 66 some younglings. I tell you. Like
Richard.
He knew his place. He left quickly.
Lords of the Swords sounds like a porno, Richard.
It does sound like a porno, to be fair.
Yeah.
Don't Google that on a work computer.
Yeah.
Definitely not. No.
But yeah, it's we'll definitely have to get a meet up with you guys arranged and get some.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to drag it down south, Andy. That's what we need. But every time we've been, you're like, I'm busy.
Yeah,
because I am busy.
Like, where are you guys? Like, what's your locals? Do you say Jow?
Yeah, so
well, I mean,
me and Adam are sort of Midlands based, so like Warzone, Gunman Airsoft Midlands, Jail.
I'm Essex.
Skirmish Level.
Yeah. That's sort of our regular.
High Command 2 over West Midlands Airsoft.
Yeah.
Over that way.
Okay. So we're up that way.
But we're quite happy to travel.
Oh yeah.
We don't like if we're shooting on if we're shooting and then driving back, we don't like to sort of go more than about 2 hours away.
Yeah.
If it's more than 2 hours, we'll tend to book a hotel and stay overnight. So we'll drive down, shoot, and then stay the night or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good idea. Yeah. I mean, that's the plan if we go to BZ as well. Just
Definitely. Yeah.
Like we'll go
that
down
way.
and do Iron Sight and back in a day, won't we?
Yeah, that's probably our limit. I would say.
Yeah. Even South Coast would be pushing it for you guys, really, because that's another.
It's because a lot of the time there's like once you get so far down, there's like no motorway, so it's just like you have to go.
If we were going to come and do South, I'd come and do it. So I came down, shot somewhere on the Saturday, stayed over, and then shot somewhere on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to make the most of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ever come down, you're always welcome to come hang out with us and that lot. So just let us know. Right.
Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely.
We definitely want to drag Andy down at some point this year for once. So
yeah.
I'm sure we'll hit you up at some point.
Well, you've got, as I said earlier, you've got what, 6 weeks?
It's probably not going to be then. We're on holiday and stuff. It'll be later in the year, if anything.
Oh, we're on holiday and stuff.
Well, we do Iron Sight quite regularly as well. That is one of our locals. So, if it is one of those where you can come down, do it, and come back, we do that. We do play there quite a lot. But Ambush do Saturday games, which is a woodland site down here. So I think that's the only one down here that do Saturday games.
Up 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Ambush that used to do the billet in Aldershot? Was that Ambush or?
No.
One Southampton. Yeah.
Who was that ran billet? Oh, I used to know who ran it.
I know.
Bog me now.
Stretch used to be quite involved with it, didn't he? The guy behind Stretch. And I can't remember who ran it. That was a fucking great little CQB site.
Yeah, that was.
And then they lost it for filming, and I watched the film because it was about like the Polish airmen in the Second World War and how those guys got treated afterwards and that. But they used the billet at Aldershot, and you're sitting there going, "That was my secret little fucking hidey hole that I used to sit in and just wait for people for days."
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I missed quite a lot of good sites that were down here. Combat South had a really good site down here, apparently.
Okay, I love Combat South site.
That shut down, and the Morn was another one. Like I missed out on that one, so so I'm trying to embrace what there is at the moment before they end up getting shut down. And do you remember that one? And I'll be like, yeah, actually, I did play at that one. Instead of, no, I wasn't around for that.
Anyone going to Helden from Coulson Hulk? What is Helden? Is that a German game or something? Helden, yeah, that is a German thing from the looks of it.
Where was he put if we go on?
No, because Europe hates us now because somebody decided it was a good idea to leave the EU.
Yeah, and it's hard as shit getting rifts across the fucking border.
Yeah, especially into Germany as well for us. It's like because the power limits are so different.
And you've also got to get everything semi-locked.
Yeah, and it has to be like F marked as well, doesn't it, or something like that. So yeah, so it's a ball ache for us. So that'd be a rental if I ever went.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I was to go to Germany to play. It would have to be
Has anyone used 9mm mag flash yet? Is that a thing?
Yes. By Big Steve builds, they are very bright, but not too loud. 12 gauges. I can sit there and take his 9mm flash, whereas the 12 gauge, I'm like, nope, because of my job. It fucks my head up.
Big Steve's builds. How did I not know about this? Oh, fuck yes. Ooh.
Imagine 209 mag flash in like a multi-base.
It wouldn't surprise me with Steve if he could do it.
Big Steve, make that happen, please.
Seeing this shit go off though is crazy.
I'm going to have to get hold of some.
Primers in, it tends to work better.
Yeah, all right. I forget one time. Wondered why my grenade didn't go off twice on Saturday, and it was like I opened it up like, I must have a dodgy couple of primers, and I'm like, there's no primers in it.
We just had 6 mil slingers on the Instagram, by the way, saying not to hijack your show, but 6 mil slingers has redesigned his hard time event now. Date coming soon.
Oh,
So
Nice.
we'll keep you guys in the loop with that because he was
Yeah,
on
definitely let us know and we'll share it out.
yeah.
a few years ago.
I was going to say back to like Big Steve as well. So he helped with one of these RRE events last year, and he set up trip wires all around the sites for everyone as well. So it's like proper like mess people up, and yeah, they just went boom straight up, and it was crazy. Like, so if you ever hold an event or anything and you need some insane pyro, just drop him a message, because one of the guys in Monastery apparently about 7-8 years ago used to just mess around with him doing pyro, and he just took that and just ran with it, and now he just absolutely just he's a machine when it comes to pyros. So yeah, I'll definitely message him if you ever needed to rig up a site with some tripwires and landmines or whatever.
Yeah, there you go. Because Wellsy talks on quite a bit. He said he's got a lot of flash and smoke, and then he's also got ones that don't do too much of a bang, and you can use them inside as well. So if you're doing it in the prison, you can even rig up the prison.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's giving Adam an idea by the looks of it.
Yeah, there's definitely some nice places that would go in there. So yeah.
What a year to need money. I now know about this. What have you done to me? I'm going to have to deactivate all my cards and give them. I'm going to have to get a responsible adult to be responsible for my money now.
I'm just looking forward to the reels where you're just throwing them now, just watching them go.
Yeah, just walking up behind people and just letting them off at their feet on a 9mm.
At Airsoft or just in public?
Yeah, just walking down the street. I see Adam just walking around. I'm just like, oh, hey, Adam, bang. Richard Cooper said, I see tinnitus in someone's future and epilepsy with my own as well.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we've seen these already, but from YouTube, from Regester, what are you looking forward to in the most? What dyslexia? What are you looking forward to most in 2024? Jesus Christ!
Right, you guys first.
I mean, I think I've already covered it with the branded products from. So we're going to have some stuff with DM Face Pro. So there you go. There's a leak. We're going to get some stuff with DM Face Pro. So we're going to get some custom Monastery snuds made, some custom Monastery slings.
Chairsofter Show exclusive.
Yeah. There we go. So we're going to get those done. And then some more products with other of our sponsors as well. So yeah, and then just attending events, socialising with people, hopefully meeting you as well, Red Jester, at some point in the year. I know you're from quite far up north, so we'll have to make something happen. But yeah, just mainly socialising, getting out there, talking to people, like-minded people like us, doing things like this, being on podcasts. Just one of those really. We just want to talk and socialise. That's the best part about it for us, really. So
I was going to say we
go out and go to new sites and meet new people, and
yeah.
I was going to say with what you're saying about just coming on and talking and that, you think we covered everything about the monastery really in sort of like half an hour, and we're an hour and 15 minutes in nearly. So it's literally it's why I love doing this, because you can talk about what you need to, but then you can literally just sit here and talk absolute bollocks about airsoft and just have a great time.
And that's the best part about it.
Yeah. Literally. What about the rest of you? So Billy?
So for me, it's more like everything that's happened in the monastery. Yeah, I'm also starting to go. I've been working basically underneath Dan as well with photography, so I'm starting to get big into my photography again. So I'm doing a lot with my actual work as well as the airsoft side. So I'm trying to get more and more involved in that, which I've been enjoying loads. Just general, as like what Ben was saying, just the social aspect though as well. Just going about meeting people, seeing different sites, doing all that sort of stuff as well. It's going to be good fun.
Definitely. I know we've had some great pictures of Dan in the past, haven't we? And we're definitely due to come down to get some more as well. So
is he there with you now, Hasmine?
He's still playing his video game of Spider-Man.
Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan.
definitely supporting my other half, of course, Dan Airsoft. No, there's a few plans, of course, and I said can't really say right now at the
Can't say
moment.
too much.
Yeah, just brands. That want to collaborate with Dan and work with Dan as a photographer. So it's really amazing. I'm still learning myself. I'm doing my sort of solo. I mean, I take photos down at Ambush, but I'm also covering South Coast on Sunday, and then Dan will be joining me in the afternoon, so it'd be really nice. I know Krios's lot is going to be down there just to socialise, so it'd be lovely. And like Jem from UCal, she's going to be down there, so it'd be nice to, have familiar faces and hang out. But yeah, I would like to meet and go. I told Dan because there's been a few people that's approached Dan that are international, and I like to sort of expand that going.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's some big Chairsofter female players, believe it or not. That's actually
Okay.
us. Yeah, got talking to us, and they're like, Dan Airsoft. Wait, you go out with Dan Airsoft.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, and it'd be really nice. And I said they want to also meet the monastery, and it's really nice. So hopefully that's our
Exciting year ahead.
yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah. So yeah.
Cool. Adam and
I'll say
Amy, what's your thing for 2024?
I was just about to say though, everyone
I'm
on
Looking for
Instagram.
travelling.
I'm really
I'm
looking
for-
forward to the Gunman Airsoft
Yeah, that's going to be
weekend
good because, like I say, we've got, I think,
most of
pretty
our
much the whole
most
team,
of Gunfighter Tactical will be there.
that'll be a good one. But we want to try and get some new sites again this year, don't we?
Yeah,
Once the weather's a bit better, like we're tending to avoid woodland currently just because of the state
we
of the
don't
ground.
don't like squishy.
Yeah. But hopefully once the weather gets a bit better and dries up a bit, then we want to get to some new sites again. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Andy, what about you?
Hold on a second,
Round
and
things
I will
up.
tell you.
Sounds like you must get unbanned from sites.
Hasmine, the Instagram's asking for Dan.
Oh, they asked me Dan. Should we bring out Dan? Come on, Dan.
Yeah, go on then.
Come in.
Dan, it's purple, not
Don't
pink.
bring
You know.
He said, oh,
In a bonus feature for this week's episode of the Chairsofter Show,
Surprise guest.
dun.
Everything, so the hat
Drum
is.
roll, please.
hey,
I don't recognise him without a camera up against his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we even had chanting for Dan in the show, so we're going to have to get Dan on the show proper at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's on my list anyway. Actually.
Yeah, I think you're like one of the missing photographers on the show.
Ooh, okay.
I know everyone's chanting on the Instagram comments. Dan,
Yeah.
Dan, Dan.
Yeah. Literally.
I said that they were chanted.
Oh, there's
Well,
someone else.
if there's not windows to jump through, it's not a bit of me. I don't do windows. I can't get through them. I'm too short.
So when we went to Anzio last year, we went running up to windows. Me and Adam helped each other through the windows, and then Adi just sort of looked at it, took a most pathetic little jump, and went no, and then went round.
Left me, and I was stood outside like, guys, help!
We're playing the game, Ailey.
I say you
I
say that
can't.
though.
I don't have the height or the upper body strength. I just can't do it.
I say me and Harry, so one of our other lads at South Coast, we literally done the same thing. I ran out a window, went to jump in it. He was like, "Billy, move!" I was like, "I'm halfway through this window now."
I passed the point of no return.
Yeah, this is it. Beth Airsoft saying she's also too short for windows.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
4'11".
It's not good. Like, even on Saturday, I had to try and get up a wall, and it was a relatively small wall, and Keith still had to give me a knee up. So, thanks, Keith.
What was that?
Hmm?
What wall?
You know, an exercise yard when you have to go up into the maze bit. I can't get up that.
As you're going through into the sports field.
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ! Right. Oh, the bit where Brad hurt his ankle falling,
Oh.
Yes,
jumping down.
yeah, that bit. Yeah, I can't get up it. I avoid it with a passion. But they were like, it was in the VIP game, so I didn't really have a choice. They were like, yeah, we're going this way. And I'm like,
Beth saying the shorty girls should play together.
Yeah, Beth, you're 4'11". Shut
we
up.
need an adaptive like, support people, please. Somebody make it happen.
Vertically challenged.
Yeah.
people.
Richard's saying that he knows he's only 5'10" and he knows the pain of the Anzio windows. Will I never have to experience it
I'm
again
5'2"
because I'm not allowed back?
On a good day, so
Wait,
yeah.
how did you get banned from Anzio?
I left a review.
Oh yeah, we
okay,
left the
there we go.
We're banned.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, fair
It
enough.
was a very well written and well worded review. I will find it for you later,
It was
so you can have a bit of an
constructive.
amusing laugh at how much of a clusterfuck.
No, I think I know which review's getting talked about now because the one that when I saw it, it was blurred out the name to stop people going to yourselves.
Oh.
Oh, it
really?
was made public, was it?
A little bit, yes.
What, for having an honest day and honest?
Yeah.
I mean, if you turn up and you've got the headmaster saying that she's hung, or the head marshal saying she's hungover as fuck, and that's like the start of your day.
Yeah. Yeah,
Doesn't
no,
bother you if you're confident.
I wouldn't have even played. I'd have got back in my car and driven off.
Not to
I
mention
couldn't because they put my car in the fucking game zone
during safety brief.
With no warning,
couldn't-
I just chucked it in.
Like,
I couldn't have got in my car and driven
oh,
off because it was in the middle of the game zone. You had to drive through the game area to get out.
Fuck that.
And then they scream at you for not wearing iPro when you get out your car.
when you don't know that you should be wearing iPro at that point.
Yeah, I've never been to this site, motherfucker. How's Dan enjoying playing more Airsoft this year rather than snapping it? That's a question for you, Dan, because you've just sort of come into the show and no one's asked you.
Yeah. No, I've actually made it a bit more of a point to try and do, even if I get like 2 hours of trigger time, just some trigger time in places. Whether it's like last week I was with Bill and some of the Monastery lot. We're tearing up at South Coast. Having a lot of fun in the dark.
Yeah, till I ate shit.
Yeah.
Concrete don't taste nice. Let's put it that way.
And then obviously I was at Red Alert. I got a little bit of time in up there because I just had the kit in the car.
Yeah.
A bit of wet, but never stopped it really. And then might get some, and we're playing the 24th for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
And then we
It's
might.
nice to have that balance, isn't it?
Oh, there's no balance at all. It literally is just take your gear with you, and if you can squeeze some trigger time in, just it don't matter.
Yeah, try your best.
Yeah.
And then I think we might.
Where is South Coast? Where do they play weeknights from Rich Cook?
Thursday night.
It's on the South Coast.
Well done, Andy. Very, very helpful and informative.
Gosport's probably the closest place to it, I think.
Yeah. I know. I stay when I've been down there before. I stay at Premier in Gosport, and it's 6 minutes from site. I timed it. I genuinely timed it. 6 minutes from door to door on a Sunday morning. Tenacious G's just realised that Dan's here. Beth asking Dan, what are you looking forward to in 2024?
Oh, there's a lot. It's most probably, I don't know, most probably trying new sites out, doing a few guest spots at different sites. I've had a few players ask, and I'm just quite.
Yeah, you're quite alternative, aren't
you?
You want to just beat the players because you are for the players. So
yeah, I've been speaking.
I'm probably one of them. So.
You've still got your photo shoot to use. I've
still got to do that.
Your purple smoke to use.
Every time we've tried, it's like, oh, one of us has been busy or we're not there or whatever. So yeah, we'll get it at some point. It's fine.
And then me and Bill, we've been throwing photo ideas between us.
We've been throwing a lot of photo ideas between us.
Yeah, actually. Like some of them, I mean, one of those ideas I can't wait to do. And then there's a few other little side projects that are just waiting for the right time to do, and then that would be quite interesting. I was finding one of the odd ones actually, because I can actually say this one is I'm actually covering a Nerve battle sim.
Yeah.
Nerve battle sim, which is going to be interesting because I got approached by that, and I thought,
did you say Nerve?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, no, I got approached, which is it's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be like Airsoft.
No, I didn't.
As
nice. Yeah.
To too much of an owie when I'm running around.
Yeah,
But no, that one's gonna be an interesting one.
it will be. Yeah.
Bless you.
But yeah, no, this will be interesting. There's yeah, I'd say just keep an eye out. Definitely traveling a lot more,
Yeah, that's
and then
mission.
got a few little ideas in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Cool. I've just realised the
Yeah, that's
time.
cool. Yeah, definitely hit us up if you're up Midlands way
Yeah,
or
anyway,
above us.
Midlands, sort of.
Definitely, because
Probably, yeah.
been speaking. I'll get his name wrong and you'll kill me for it. I think it's Nasos, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Local that area. So I said I'd come up and see him, and obviously I can see you guys as well.
Yeah.
And we'll get a game.
Yeah, just drop us a message or something.
Yeah,
and we'll
definitely.
try and arrange coming over or whatever.
Yeah.
100%. And if you guys are heading up to the jail, let us know as well, because we're usually there once a month, and we might even drag Jesus down.
Wait, Jesus.
Oh, we could persuade him.
Yeah.
Hashtag not Jesus. The cat in the background jumped. Oh, is he up there? Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
He's at the top now.
Well, normally Ailey lets me know because she goes, hey, or something.
I was trying to be subtle. I did actually point to him just outside the screen here. Just yeah. Don't mind me.
Last time when we were in the waiting room before we came live, I literally walked out of the room and he walked in and I just heard Adam and Ailey go, hey, cinnamon.
I'm obsessed. This cat is the best. I'm not.
That's all we're on the show for, is just
Yeah.
to see the cat.
Yeah.
Well, I've not looked him out tonight because we've got other animals. We've got Jenny's mum's dog here because they've gone away for a couple of weeks, so we're looking after their dog as well. So
All of the Chairsofter Show household animals are the best, and I love them very much.
what, even the frogs and the lizards and that?
Yeah.
Fair.
That's fine.
Suppose.
Not the crickets, we have to feed them, but the rest of them, yes.
Yeah, the crickets. So many crickets. Yeah, don't get reptiles. The crickets get everywhere.
Noted.
But yes, I think really we'll have to call it a day there because
Yeah,
I've
we've
just
gone on.
realised
You
it's
reckon?
Yeah.
time.
We're 26 minutes
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. I agreed to do Floperator podcast years ago with Carlo, who was there at the weekend when he ran that. And
So, if you knew me while I was dead.
I think we did like a 4-hour podcast with him once. In the end, I had to go home, and he just kept going and going and going. But yeah, so
Fun, though.
thanks to you guys for coming on, and Dan for his guest appearance
Yeah,
ahead of his full-time appearance.
yeah, definitely.
So, really and truthfully, from left to right, we'll start with you, Ben. Where can people find you?
On Instagram no, it's quite complicated. Actually, I'm not even going to go into it. Just find me at the Monastery UK. I'm the guy that messages on there, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce my own one. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, it's just BillyRX_22. That's my Airsoft Instagram. You'll find all my content posted on there and most up to date of where I'll be, what I'm doing, all on there.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
My current one, of course, is at Hasmine_airsoft. Not the Hazzy one, okay? That one's been hacked to fuck. So don't do that one. And of course,
Do not follow that one.
yeah, don't tag that one. But Dan is, of course, Dan.
Yeah, Dan_airsoft. Normally normally post all the content, and if anyone's actually interested on the highlights stories, I'd always list games and dates. So if anyone ever wants to know where I am, I normally post the next month. So April's will be done the last week of this month, so you'll know where I am next month, and obviously,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Good to know. And obviously,
Cool.
you've got your Discord as well, haven't you guys? So if anybody
Yeah.
is interested in that, then obviously, I'm
Yeah.
sure you can find links to that on your Instagram page, I'm sure.
Yes. We have a link tree on our Instagram page, and that has our website on there as well, where you can buy the merchandise, like the beanies and the hoodie that Hasmine's wearing, and
I was
some
saying
t-shirts as well that we got on there.
It was, yeah.
So yeah, and
Oh, and a t-shirt as well.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So we're trying to. This is sort of like a dynamic drop. So we're going to drop more clothing as the season goes on instead of dropping a bulk leaving it for 2 months, 3 months, and then dropping a new lot. So we're going to try and introduce new stuff as time goes on to keep it fresh, keep it new.
Yeah, I was about to say it keeps it nice and fresh, and
Yeah.
it's
Always
always
got
good to
something
keep
to look
looking
forward
for
to,
something
yeah.
new or whatever,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we just dropped a pink version of this for ladies, a grey charcoal sweatshirt, and then our Monastery / Thrasher looking style tees for skateboarder side.
Tenacious G saying hats for everyone.
Definitely.
That's for everyone.
And Josh has just copied your Discord in as well.
Oh yeah,
so.
lovely. And obviously we've got to
Lovely.
plug ours while
Thank
we're
you
on the
very
topic of
much.
Discord. And
Yeah, I've added the link in a couple of times,
got a
and we'll
Discord
put a link
now.
to your guys' one in as well.
Thank you very much.
We've
I
got
just
Discord
followed
now,
you
so
guys
if
on.
anybody wants to join, I'm sure Andy will pop it in our link tree, and we'll pop a few
Yeah, I'll get the link tree
out
done
on our
at some
stories and
point.
stuff like that as
Remind
well.
me. Remind me at the weekend when I'm editing this, and then I'll do it.
We're very behind the times, but we got there in the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's in its early days at the moment. So, like, if people join it, obviously, just let us know things you'd like to see, whatever.
Yes, Wellesley, you can get some Monastery boxes if you really want them.
Yeah. We love
I can
that.
make it happen.
Only fancy
It's this Insta video that got me. All the serious ones, the last clip is just
Yeah.
on full spread.
Well, he took pictures of our merchandise in his bath. So
Yeah, that was.
Actually do.
with a little rubber duck as well. So yeah, he's very adventurous when it comes to
Oh,
photos.
a duck in the bath.
And on that bombshell, you know where to find me, Adam and Ailey, now.
Yeah,
If you don't, then go back a few episodes and we'll tell you.
Yeah.
So that's it from us for this week, guys. Take care of each other, take your hits, don't be a dick, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.